Okay, yep, it's on. You see it in the left corner? See where it says live up in the left corner?
Yep.
Yep, that way you know you live. Hey, everybody, good morning. We are back for another segment of In My Element with Neila. Yes, guess what? Welcome, Randall T. Ray, to the screen today. Yay! And
Good
Randall gonna be talking.
morning.
He gonna be talking about a host of things. He gonna try to keep it on the same subject though, so we don't get confused. But guess what, you all? All I ask is that you all give Randall the same respect and dignity and assistance that y'all gave me, y'all gave Bree, y'all gave Joan, y'all gave Yvette and Bobby Norman Coverage, whoever else is on here, go guest co-hosting. I mean guest hosting. So give Randall the same respect. I am going to share this out for you guys right now, because yes, we's live and live in color. We is live and live in color. So Randall, you can always look up at the very top left corner where it says live. Right next to it, you'll see numbers come in. Like right now, one just popped up. That means somebody's there. You just don't see them in the comments yet. But
Okay.
after they come in, then it takes a minute for them to feed up to the comment. You'll see the name. Good morning, everybody.
Will the comments feed on their own?
Yeah, the comments feed up, and then they'll feed up so fast, you might want to stay on top of them for a minute. Or if you like click on the comment, it'll show right on the screen.
Okay.
So hold on, I'm a post a comment and let you see what I'm saying. Let me see here. Hi, everyone. So now there is a chat in there. And so if you just click one of them, it doesn't matter because both of them are going to come up because it's coming from Facebook as well as YouTube for me. But everybody else will just have one. So like if you click on that comment, Randall, just click on it with your pointer. Just click on it and it should appear on the screen.
The one that says hi everyone.
Yeah, just click on it.
Every time I go to it, it keeps shifting. I don't know. I clicked on it. I'll see.
There we go. You did it again. You did it. Yep. That's how you do it. Click on it, click on it on. When you click on it, it shows it on the screen. When you click off of it, it takes it off.
Okay, so it's showing now, right?
Nuh-uh, it's not showing. You'll see it just like you see
Oh,
now.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Right. Now remember that's a strip. So remember your face, you want to be above it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. There we go. You look good. You're looking great and straight into. Hey everybody, good morning. Who's out there? I can't see you guys. I don't know who's out there. Let me share this. Share. Let me share. You might see Charles. He might come in today. Hi, everyone. Randall. TURK.
Jonathan Branch. Good morning, Neila. Good morning, Randall. Good morning, hey, Jonathan.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So we got a few people coming in right now, getting a few more people in, Jonathan, so that everybody can get familiar with the fact that, guess what? Randall is going to be the host today.
Yay!
No hands, Mom, look. So he's going to host for me this morning. And that way I ain't got to work and host at the same time. Because I'm
going to try to host this morning because I got to know how to operate this computer in order to do it. And you know I'm green. I don't know jack about these computers unless I'm putting just something simple.
Right. Daybreak say, oh, snap. Guess who? Yay.
Good morning, Daybreak.
Yeah. That's Daybreak. She a little quiet storm. Quiet as a church mouse. Sweet as she can be. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Come on in. We wait for you guys to come on in. We give you a couple more minutes. Come on in. And then we go into the program with Randall this morning. Actually, Randall, you on your own. I'm just sitting here.
Okay. Well, I've been kicked out into deep water this morning. I ain't treading in the shallow waters no more. Tegan threw me off in the deep.
Get in that water. You better swim.
I'm gonna try to live up to her expectations, y'all.
I ain't got none. I already know what he can do.
Yep.
He
so
can do what he need to do. I ain't got no expectations because, well, my expectations is that I know he's gonna do a good job. Because let me tell you, everybody loves to talk with Randall. Hey, Tammy, good morning.
Hey, Tammy, what's up, girl? Look who's the host this morning.
Yes. The host is Randall T. Ray.
That's right. And I ain't trying to boast, but this the host with the most. We finna get it in, my friend.
we getting it in this morning, y'all.
Yes. Is that my Magnolia that just kicked in? Mm-hmm. Good morning, Miss Joan. Love you. Look who's hosting this morning. The COVID victim.
Joan say, happy to see you, Randall, in the chair.
Yep. So if I get a little brain fog, you know it ain't me. It's the COVID.
Right.
It ain't got nothing to do with no weed and no recall for memory or none of that. It's the COVID.
Ain't no Alzheimer's setting in dementia.
That's right.
COVID. And you know, it's funny you said that, Randall, because a lot of people have been saying that one of the issues, I got a few other friends that contracted COVID, and they said the same thing, that they're trying to remember stuff. Tracy Perkins, Tracy and her husband, Randolph McCullum, they both contracted it. And she said the same thing the other day. As a matter of fact, her and her husband are on a 20 or 21 year anniversary. They went to Cancun this morning. Man. And they leaving there. They're going to
morning, Yvette. Frugal Mama. What's up?
Joan said, this is perfect. Hey, Frugal. I missed you this morning, Frugal. And you know what? Let me tell you what. I missed you this morning because I'm training, I'm working, but guess what? We back on this training. I can't wait to get on that solid schedule. Well, the pay ain't gonna be good, but I can't wait to get on that solid schedule so I can be with y'all in the morning and do some good things. Look, everybody say, look, hey, Moses. So everybody, thank you for joining me. It's 8:10. Thank you for joining me, everybody. I am getting ready to spaz out and lead the show to the floor, lead the Randall on the floor for the show. And I wanted you all to understand, know one thing. Happy Tuesday to you guys. Happy belated Labor Day to you all. I hope you all did not work real hard yesterday. And if you did, if you had to, God bless you. Be thankful that you was able to. Okay. But I wanted to let you guys know, I shared a little video last night to let you guys know to make sure you join in this morning to support Randall, better known as TURK, by a lot of us in the city of Chicago, and Randall is by a lot of you guys. But I wanted you guys to support Randall. He is embarking on guest hosting today and tomorrow and Thursday, hopefully.
Watch out there now.
So, and hopefully coming back on when I am back full time with you guys. It'd be great to have him as a co-host. And I just tell you, this is going to be a great experience. She said, Jamie said, woke me up with your message.
Chuck, I see you, boy. Good morning.
Yes. So Randall is going to be hosting this morning. Randall, what's your topic this morning?
My topic this morning, we're going to be talking about alien activity. And why is the United States creating a new branch of the military called the Space Force?
Interesting. I didn't hear anything about that. I can't wait to work on it. Well, everybody, I'm out. I'm leaving the show to Randall. You can take off, Randall.
All right, G, love you. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
All right. Well, everybody, this is my first run. I guess I'm gonna do okay. I don't know. I'm gonna just talk like I usually do. It's just kind of strange. I don't get no voice back, so I got to get used to that because I'm used to hearing somebody rebut if I'm talking, or usually if I'm here, it's T rebutting on everything. But I'm gonna watch these chats, and we're gonna get in this morning. But first I want to expound on a little bit about no, before I do that, I'm gonna start this off like T. We're gonna start this off with a prayer this morning. So let's get it in. Father, creator of all heaven and the earth, we just come before you this morning and open our hearts and our minds to your will. We just thank you for another day of life. And we just ask you that you would cover our families, our friends, our loved ones, and even the people who don't have any covering or anybody praying for them, Lord. We ask you to cover them this morning. And we ask you that you would continue to do great things for us. We just humble ourselves, Lord, as we can. We come to you as a child, and we just ask you that you would continue to bless us with health, wealth, prosperity, posterity, growth. And I just thank you for everything that you're doing for me and my family and everyone that I love. I haven't lost anyone to the COVID, and I just praise you for that. In the mighty name of Yeshua, and amen to this prayer. Yep. So let's get it in, folks. Tammy, you in Huntsville? I might be moving to Alabama if they don't legalize this marijuana here, the medical marijuana here in Georgia. I'll be moving to Alabama. So I'll be in touch. It'll be nice to know somebody. Yeah. Yep. So let's get it in talking about this Space Force that the U.S. has created a whole nother section of its military. And why, if you're creating a Space Force, does it have to be militarily sound? So that's what I really want to expound on, because everybody already knows that they have been in contact with alien life forms since the existence of this planet. They're in the hieroglyphics, the Anunnaki, all of the pictures that they depict over in Iraq and Turkey and Iran, which is the center of life on this planet. because that's where the Tigris and the Euphrates is. And that was where the Garden of Eden started. So that was the first signs of human life form. But we have a lot of knowledge of extraterrestrial beings being on this planet, because the Indians, the cavemen, everybody that was on this planet has depicted pictures or carvings or stuff like that of like spaceships, even though they called them flaming chariots in the sky and all of that, because they didn't have a name for a flying object back then. So they just use what they had, like we do. But now that we have knowledge of rocket ships and all of that type of stuff, they have names for them. And the people back there just didn't have the extraterrestrial knowledge that we have now. Because where y'all think all of this new technology is coming from? It's not coming from somebody creating stuff on their own. What they're doing is they're finally learning how to break down the knowledge that they've gotten from the ships that crashed in Area 51, the ships that's crashed over in the Middle East, the spaceships that's crashed over in China. And they have a lot of videos of things that are connected. Like at first it was crop circles, but it was some farmers that started a lot of those crop circles, But if you go to South America around Machu Picchu, if you're looking at an aerial view from Machu Picchu and it's stairs of gardens and areas where they grew their rice and food and all of that type of stuff, it was actually areas where depictions of like large ants and lizards and all type of shapes that were burnt into the concrete that couldn't be, just drawn with someone's hands. And they didn't have no lasers back then to etch anything in the concrete, but yet they have cuttings in concrete and other depictions of extraterrestrial life on this planet. And so I want to open it up now for questions or comments about anything talking about this new space expedition that they want to do to go to Mars, because I guess they destroyed so much of this planet and they're losing control. Instead of backing up what you're doing that's negative, is too much money in fossil fuel, so they don't want to actually lose money, which they actually wouldn't if you put the money into the new technology. Just like they went from selling a lot of horses to selling automobiles with gasoline. It's the same thing. We just going up to a higher level. So I'm gonna open it up, and anybody got any questions or any comments, put it in the chat and we can get this in. Yep. So things that Moses said, things that make you go, And it's a lot of fears about the Space Force. And it is the newest branch of our military. Lord, I ain't been on here one day. And I'm pulling the tea. I'm getting phone calls. I'm going to just cut my phone off. Yep. Star Trek in the future, Daybreak 76 says. And it definitely is a Star Trek type of thing happening now. And now that they have ships that can take off and land like the space shuttle. When I was younger in the 70s and the 60s, when they were sending ships up to the moon, they always just dropped back to the Earth and landed in the ocean, and then they went and got the capsules out of the ocean. Now they're landing them on land. So it's like an airplane taking off and like an airplane landing, but we're talking about a vessel that's space worthy, that's landing like that. Yep. And I wonder if this will affect racism on this planet, because now that you're gonna admit to extraterrestrial creatures and them having connections with earthly beings for years already, but now they're gonna make it known, and they're gonna be, I guess, coming to this planet. If we try to go to them, they already coming to us. So I don't know how this is gonna work or what type of creatures. And are they humanoids? Are they humans that are just more advanced than we are? Or are they like what we see on television depicted as space creatures, that look all kind of crazy, or with the big eyes and the big head and the little mouth and short and stubby? I don't know, but time will tell. But hopefully it'll make people realize on this planet, seeing how we aren't the only existing creatures in this universe, maybe we could just all be human now. And instead of being black, white, Latino, Chinese, Indian, everybody got to be separate, separated from the table because of your texture of your hair or anything like that, your skin color. Maybe this will open the door for us to all just be human on this planet and start loving on each other and protecting each other, no matter how you look. So, Frugal Mama said, definitely messing with the ecosystem. And the cattle manipulation, this is from Moses. The cattle manipulation problem is connected to the aliens. They have been dropped from a high space, and they have been layered with professional surgeon type incisions. And see, that means they're actually doing some testing on animals. But, a lot of people say they've been picked up and poked and prodded in spaceships and then put back on the earth. So we don't know exactly how much is true and how much is false, but we do know that there are extraterrestrial beings out there. So Tammy said the Rocket Center is expanding, as is the military. Moses said those the striation marks that are on those cows are from lasers. They're lasered. Yep, and actually, the humans on this planet that are in charge always, if they can't control whatever they come in contact with, they kill it. That's going to have to change, because that could start us into a war that we're not technically able to protect ourselves. So, we really got to be careful as humans dealing with these extraterrestrials. Or maybe these extraterrestrials are part of our creator, and they've been sent to straighten this joint out, which I would love to see. Yep. So we're just gonna have to wait and see how this thing goes, and hopefully we can really get something out of this. You know, something good for mankind, because it's time. It's really time, and you know, folks just gotta keep their minds open and their heart clear. You know, because I don't know if we're gonna try to start a war with these people, you know, with these intergalactic beings now, or what the powers that be are trying to accomplish with starting this space race. Because hell, if they colonize Africa and South America and everywhere all over the world, you know what they're gonna try to do with space. If they can expand their power and control and money beyond this planet, that's what they're gonna do. That's their goal. That's their objective. What's out there in space that's worth some money to them? You know, what can they go out there and get a benefit from? And I agree with Frugal Mama about the top dogs not giving up their power. And so we really our people that we put in the office, we really gonna have to start choosing wisely who we vote for. And Moses says they're not going to willingly give away their power. It has to be taken from them by force. Frugal Mama saying that would be nice if they could or are sent to save and reform. I agree with that. But you know, they not trying to save or reform nobody, because they trying to kill us right here on the planet. Because look at the COVID. COVID happened the first time in Corona, Spain, when they was calling it coronavirus. When COVID first hit, they were calling it the coronavirus because of Corona, Spain, where it first came. That meant somebody saved the virus in something way back then. And I think that virus hit Corona, Spain. Don't quote me on this, but I think it was like 18 something, late 1800s, and then it resurfaced itself in the United States in 1921. You know, but people were eating healthier. We didn't have all of the chemicals in the food, so our immune systems were stronger. They were able to defend our bodies better. Yep. But man, this is just really a deep subject for me with the Space Force, and I'm just really hoping that something good comes out of it. And Daybreak 76 says, what other surprises might as well meet with the alien stuff? Can't get any weirder, I think, than they already are, and they're already here. So I had to agree with that, because I was watching a program last week, and it was all retired military people from the Air Force. And they were talking about how many times they would see objects that they couldn't identify, that they knew wasn't some military maneuver with a new ship or something like that. But the way that it moved, the technology was so great on it, because it could stop and hover, go left, right, up, down, or just, it was so fast, within a second, it would be out of sight. Yep. So I was like, man, this is incredible. And I mean, it was at least 20 different Air Force captains and fighter pilots that they had on there doing this particular show. And good morning, Alicia Priester. Yeah, it's me. I know you on the road. Y'all be safe. And back to the subject. I really think that that we need to concentrate on what's here on this planet before they really start trying to go out somewhere else, because we haven't been to the bottom of the ocean. We don't know what's down there. And from what these fighter pilots were saying, good morning, Karen Dickinson. And she and well, it was a lady pilot, and she was saying that she saw a ship fly from out of the air straight into the ocean, disappear underwater, and then come back out of the water. She said that we don't have anything that could, even with any type of metal or technology on anything that we fly, that's capable of flying and then penetrating water without tearing up the structure itself, because of the speed that you're going and hitting water. When you're coming from out of a position of height, it's like hitting concrete. Just like if you ever been diving and you miscalculated your dive and end up doing a belly flop or land up on your back from out of a flip, when you hit that concrete, you hear, that water, you hear it smack. Well, you can break all your bones in water. It's according to how far you've fallen from. That water is just like concrete. And so the people that saw these ships flying are really dumbfounded by the way that they can fly that ship and go into the water and light up water and like turn into a sub and just like you flying in the water and then fly right back out of it. And we just don't have that technology. And Daybreak said even the ancient writings in stone make me think supernatural giant beings did exist. Yeah, they call them Nephilim. And Nephilim are the Anunnaki, and they are in the hieroglyphics in Iraq, Turkey, Iran, and a lot of reasons why. What was it? ISIS. The reason that ISIS was stealing artifacts and tearing up stuff in the museums was to destroy evidence, just like the same thing they do, in Egypt. When they don't want you to know something about the Egyptians, then they eradicate it, or they'll just seal it back up. They'll blow it up and seal it because they don't want knowledge or stuff that's related to a person of color being knowledgeable. But with computers now, all of the evidence and all of everything is coming out. So the truth is gonna come out. But the only thing with artificial intelligence, it's not gonna give you right or wrong. It's just gonna give you the information you asked for. So you have to figure out on your own on what's true and what's not true, in your own heart. You have to have your own discernment. Yep. But in hieroglyphics where the Anunnakis COVID, hold on, it's coming. The hieroglyphics, the carvings that are in it in Iraq show the Anunnaki as being taller than humans, like 20 feet. That's from like 10 to 20 feet tall, the way they're depicted. and they have like curly dreaded hair, and their beards are real curly. They got broad noses and thick lips. So I ain't trying to say that they was black, but they got Africoid features, or we have their features because they were here first. And so, I don't know. I guess they really just trying to hide a lot of this stuff. But I'm just open for comments right now. If anybody got any questions or comments about this new Space Force, please feel free to chat it up with me a little bit. Yep. Oh, it looks like we're gonna get some rain here today. Sorry. Well, that's the ice machine. That's my brother getting his day started. Well, I know he been up before me, so but he's getting himself together this morning, getting him some ice. Yep, but a lot of the technology that we see in these movies, the way we'll see something like from a movie in the 70s or the 80s, and then you'll see it come to fruition in the 90s and the 2000s. And so we know that they are using alien technology for stuff. And even with Tesla, when Nikola Tesla was creating his stuff, he always said that he was having like intergalactic come on, Corona. Intergalactic connections through his pineal gland with his third eye, to where he was getting all his information from. And so when his information, he started putting it into effect, people thought he was crazy. And then when he started creating stuff that was great, they thought he was great. And then everybody wanted Tesla to come to their country so that they could, get that technology. But then when he started creating stuff that was going to help people, that's not what they wanted. They wanted war technology. They wanted to use that source of power to kill, and it's crazy. So I don't understand why everything always got to be about taking somebody out, and instead of, letting live and let live. It just seemed like it's easier to let people live than to go around killing everybody because you want their technology, or how the powers that be do. They collect information, and once they find out, like somebody come up with an electric vehicle and it's coming up against that gas and that fossil fuel, they don't want to accept it. But here, Tesla probably has the best vehicles that's ever been made. I know my uncle had one, and I drove it for 3 years when I was his caregiver when he had cancer, when Teslas first came out. And I've had cars myself, Suburban, Cadillac, Deuce and a Quarters, cars that really, and vehicles that really rode well, but none of them ever rode like a Tesla. I mean, the way it handles is fast, is very controlled in the steering, because most cars, you can't take through a turn that says 45 and you doing 80. In that Tesla, I could take a turn that's I don't know, what degree of being would it would be, but I mean, it's not like it was a hairpin turn, but I mean, turns that you can make in that Tesla you can't do in a regular vehicle. And if something is flooded, and it's like say you are in your car and you're in a Tesla and you come to a viaduct that's flooded, you could drive that Tesla across that water because they're airtight and the tires will propel it. And actually Tesla has a new boat, and I mean, not a boat, it's a pickup truck, but it might as well be a boat because you can put it on autonomous and it'll take you across a lake. They actually have a video of a guy fishing out of the back of his pickup truck, and it's a Tesla. And they're about to make a solar panel that goes over the back of the pickup truck, would come out of the bed and then roll across the back like they had the caps on the back of a pickup. But it's going to be a solar panel so that you can continue to charge the car as you're driving when the sun is available for a charge. And that right there is going to put everything out of business as far as gas is concerned. Now they're going to still need diesel and grease and different oil. So fossil fuel is always going to have a part to play in mechanical engineering and things, because the products have to be lubricated. You know, you can't just run metal against metal without anything between it, because it'll just, the metal will eat itself up, and then it won't have any teeth, and you won't have anything to propel whatever you had, you know, that you're operating. Yeah, but it's just something that's really great for me. I think that they're doing this Space Force. I just hope they don't go up there and start no shit with these aliens, and then the aliens come down here and take it out on everybody. You know, because if their technology is greater than us, there's no way to stop them. And you know, the powers that be, if they're not in control, they're gonna try to kill it. Yep. So, does anybody have any comments or anything they want to put in the chat about the subject today? I'll take a sip of my coffee. Yep. But let's talk about some of this new technology they have. Like the cell phones are getting smaller and doing greater things. The cameras on them are better. Now they got this new lens that you can put on your phone that is so strong. It's like looking through a telescope, because it was like how they showed it advertised. It was like maybe a mile away they were zooming in on something in the water. I mean, it was just like, it was incredible, you know. And this is for your phone. So if they already have this technology and able to zoom in on something with a cell phone that's a mile or so away, you know, that's crazy. Good morning, Bonnie. Welcome to the show. I'm trying to hold it down for T until she get back. We're talking about aliens and the new Space Force and alien technology being used on this planet. Yep, and with these cell phones, you had to be careful because of all of the radiation that they're giving now. Somebody put that in. That was T put that in the comments. and your body is absorbing those harmful rays of radiation. I heard that you shouldn't sleep with your phone under your pillow, but I know a lot of people do. But I don't even sleep with my phone close to my head at all. I put it on the nightstand and try to either put it in the drawer or put something in the way to keep the radiation waves, from penetrating your brain. It's been said that it has something to do with Alzheimer's kicking in, early onset of dementia and stuff like that. But time will tell. If it starts getting more prevalent, and everybody's got a cell phone. Shoot, I mean, house phones. You can't even hardly buy a phone for your house no more now. And I know my uncle had one of the old rotary dial phones in his house, and he said he kept it so that he could use it if the power got knocked out, he could plug into his landline and still make a call. And I told him, no, you can't. And he was like, well, why wouldn't I? I was like, because everything is digital now. And it's the tone. When you press that touch tone phone and it say dee, 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 the sounds that it make is what activates that number. It's not the number you're dialing, it's the sound that you make when you press in those buttons that the computer reads to dial in that number. Yep. So that myth was dispelled. Yep. But technology is just really getting great. I mean, in the wrong things though, because ain't no way we should be fighting COVID the way we are. Yep. And Daybreak said, I put my phone down and my hairpin stuck to the back of my phone magnetically where the battery is. Whoa, now that's deep right there. Because magnets have an effect on your body. So I don't know what effect it would have on your body from the phone by it being magnetically charged. That is incredible. But I've seen a lot of stuff that look like that's magnetized. I saw a person on YouTube, and he was in a grocery store and he had a magnet, and he picked up some meat and he wiped it off. It was a steak. And he put a magnet to it and turned it upside down, sideways, all different ways. And the magnet never fell off. And he was saying that's how much heavy metals are in our food source now, which is crazy. So people just got to be safe, be smart. And I hope the powers that be use the technology that they're learning to better our world and not try to continue to create stuff that's going to destroy it. Because we in bad shape already. And the earth is rebelling. All these storms, tornadoes, hurricanes, fires, mudslides, floods. And it's all over the world. It's not just here in the United States or over in South America, earthquakes and all kind of tsunamis and earthquakes in the mountains. It's crazy. And T was saying the magnet actually stuck to the meat, and I was like, yes. Really, it has. And you can pull that up on YouTube. If you want to check that out, pull that up on YouTube. Just or you know how to, you could just Google it and say magnet sticking the meat in the grocery store, and it'll pull it up on YouTube. But it's crazy. They feed us stuff here in the United States that's not even allowed as being palatable in Europe, China, South America, and even in all the third world countries, where they're supposed to have less food and less money and all of this, but they're eating better than we are. Because I believe it's part of the scheme of the powers that be to keep people sick so that they can make money. Big Pharma. Hey, Donetta. What's up, baby girl? Love you. Miss you. Good to see you on this morning. I'm going to be here tomorrow and Thursday. I don't know what we're going to talk about tomorrow, but today we're talking about aliens and new technology that we're using from the extraterrestrial knowledge that we already have from Area 51, and how cell phones are being made smaller, but they have a lot of issues as far as your health is concerned. Yep. And T said third world countries eat healthy foods from the source. They don't get this poison we get. They don't even eat meat with a lot of those countries, in a lot of those countries. And that's true. And I believe in the United States, everybody wants to buy in bulk because it's cheaper. But when you buy in bulk and you put that stuff in your refrigerator and you keep that stuff, for a long time, if it ain't vacuum sealed, it just ain't good. I don't want to buy stuff in bulk. My sisters, before the pandemic, like to go to the store every day. So I told them, why don't y'all, since you're going to the store every day anyway, get up and go early, and instead of waiting until the afternoon, 12 or 1 o'clock, get up early and go get whatever we gonna eat for the day. And don't even buy a bunch of groceries at one time. Just go in there, get the produce that we gonna eat for the day. You can get some fruit and veggies and stuff like that you wanna have in the house, but your protein source, your meat, that should be bought fresh every day, whether it be fish, chicken, beef, pork, whatever your preference is. Then that's what you should be going to get for that day. We shouldn't be saving dead flesh for months on end, even though it's frozen and it won't, go bad. I just don't see that as being healthy. Alicia, she lives in North Carolina, and she lives in a rural area, and she can get meat that's free range, and then I fed all of those not preservatives, all of the chemicals and the antibiotics and the growth hormones and stuff, to rush the growth of the animal and to make it bigger than what it should be, so they can make money. But where she lives, she got her own chicken, so she get fresh eggs. They got farms everywhere, and a lot of them, a lot of people are going organic. So the farmers want to grow organic because they can get more money for their product. And so they have a farmers market. And I bought some breakfast sausage there, and I'm gonna tell you, it's night and day in the quality of the meat, the texture of the meat, and the taste. When you buy a piece of chicken and you see, and they got one of them big old breasts, a chicken breast ain't that big. Them big old wings like you get at churches, a chicken's wings are never that big. A natural fed chicken does not get that big. And the legs, I mean, you look at how they blow these chickens up. I know everybody's probably seen the video where the guy was holding the chicken up and he was like, it's got to be something wrong with this chicken. And he was holding the chicken up and it looked like somebody had been pumping iron or something. The chicken, that's how big it was. And it looked like it was strong. I was like, what the hell? This is crazy. But that's what, those growth hormones are doing. And so we're not going to have enough food to feed everybody, but we throw away more food in this country than most countries eat, and that's a shame, to waste that food like that. Just like McDonald's and all of these restaurants, they pre-cook their food and set it up under the lights, and if it ain't sold within a certain amount of time, they have to dispose of it. Yep, and that's crazy. So I don't know what the powers that be really have planned for people's lives in the future, because the way we going, our future ain't looking too bright. It's crazy. Because the way these storms are hitting us and the way they feeding us, and we got the technology to do better. But they want money. Money is more important than anything. And it's kind of like what the words say, choose this day whom you gonna serve. And either you gonna serve God or you gonna serve mammon. You can't serve both. And it's nothing wrong with a healthy hustle, or for you wanting to get money or to get money and have a plethora of it. But you shouldn't be killing folks in order, for that to happen. And with the technology that we have now, we should be doing great, because we could be having hydroponic gardens in our homes to grow your own veggies and all kind of stuff, and it would cut down on the use of pesticides and chemicals, and it'll cut down on the amount that goes into your body, which is causing a lot of these cancers, which drives up the price of healthcare. Because if the more people you have sick, it's kind of like the demand for milk or something like that. If you notice, when gas go up, everything go up. What do gas have to do with a price a gallon of milk? Oh, well, you got to haul the milk to the grocery stores, and it costs us so much. Now we got to make a gallon of milk cost $5. But then last year during the pandemic, you pouring out millions of gallons of milk instead of dropping the price on it. So it's all bullshit. Everything is about money, and just like this new space thing they got going, all they doing is going up there to see what they can find to try to make some damn money. Because that's the only thing on their mind. They just greedy as hell. They don't give a damn about who live or die, or no type of quality of life. They don't give a damn about the quality of life. Once they get the money and they can do everything they want, they don't even want to travel and do all of this, the stuff, live a luxurious life. They just want to get more money and more control. Yep. Well, this has been my first hour. I made it through. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. And so I'm going to close out with what I think is some of T's ideology, which is good, because our heart in the right place. If you see somebody and they need some help, and you can afford to help them, and it's no detriment to you, go on and give somebody a couple of dollars you see standing on the corner. So they ain't got to break in nobody's damn house to get a drink. And, you know, people going to do it. I ain't saying, you know, you should be fueling people's habits. But when you bless somebody with something, it ain't up to you what they're going to do with it. Just give it to them. You know, you never know whose life you save in doing it. And you can't get blessed with your hands like this. If they're not open and free to give, you can't receive unless you just taking. And then you're going to be just like the powers that be. You'll just be living a life that's selfish, very selfish. And you know that ain't how the Creator planned, you know, for us to live this way. So keep your heart open for folk and have a blessed day. And I made it. She said, get off here in an hour, and I've been counting the minutes since I got on here. So y'all have a good one. I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know what the subject is, but tomorrow I'm going to put some fat on some folks' head. Today was just a opening for me today to try to break the ice and see how this goes and work the computer and all that. And I'm nervous. My brain wasn't even in the same capacity as I usually am, because I'm thinking, am I doing everything right? And trying to see if anybody's commenting, and I see comments and then it rolled past me before I can read it. So this ain't as easy as it looks, but I think it's pretty good. And y'all have a blessed one, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for staying with me as long as you did. The people that stayed with me, I appreciate you. And thanks for all of the comments. And y'all have a good one. And yes, Danetta, I'll call you. I know you down there in Florida, so I'll be hollering. And tomorrow, daybreak, I'll invite some single friends tomorrow. Will do. And Frugal Mama, much love to you and the boys. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Peace. I'm getting ready to end this broadcast.